Hey guys, this is going to be a video about my Traxxas Rustler and all the upgrades that I've done to it so far. Pretty much I'm happy with it all. All the upgrades I probably will not be upgrading anymore. Yeah, it's running bloody sweet. This body I painted it myself, just black, and dressed it up with some stickers. Painted these red, make them look cool. I didn't put the fin on it. That normally what comes with it, but didn't worry about the fin because that's the first thing that normally gets scratched up. Made these windows here see-through, so you can see the I don't know what you call it, nice cable mesh, wire mesh sleeve that goes around the your wires there. Yeah, I'll take the lid off. So yeah. That's cool. So that turned out alright. That's what I was going for, red and black. This here is the original one that come on it. The original body, it's a bit beat up. But yeah, before I went to paint my body, I did an experiment with this here. Cut this out, and I was going to put this wire mesh and try and stick that in there like that, because I thought that would look pretty cool, you know, on there, allow more airflow, and yeah, whatever. But yeah, that didn't turn out very good. I just left the windows clear. I thought that'll look better because I'd rather you see this sort of stuff, because I think it looks pretty awesome. Now this car, the one I got, when I got it like stock, it was the VXL, the 4-pole VXL version. It's obviously not that anymore. As you can see, Castle Creations and the sidewinder here. I think it's the sidewinder. Is it sidewinder version 3? Something like that. I think it's the latest one out. I'm pretty sure. Whether that's version 2, version 3. I think it's version 3. Something like that. Anyway, so this is what's in it. You've got that one there, and you've got that there as a combo. So your short course truck, sidewinder, and yeah, your 4-pole Castle Creations. It's a 3800 kV motor as well. It's so much better in my opinion than the VXL. There's way less cogging. The motor is so smooth. Like if you just got the motor and you're spinning it by the shaft, well, by this bit here, it's so smooth and just it's really good. And that's what you want. That's excellent. So that system is in there, working well. I do have a heatsink on top of that. That there fits. This one here, this heatsink here, I don't want to take it off, but the heatsink there. That's a what brand is that? That's a, is it Yeah Racing? I think it's Yeah Racing brand. So if you look up Yeah Racing and look at their stuff, I think that's what that is. So that'll fit in there, because not a lot. It's sort of hard to fit a nice heatsink in there, especially if you got all this stuff here on it. Like I got RPM parts all over it. So this is like your RPM motor protector and all that. I used to have the this here. So the wheelie bar. Like you can take these off, just this part here on the ends, and this here will mount straight on, and you've got a wheelie bar. So, and the wheelie bar also has got the upgraded wheels with the nice rubber and the ball bearings in it. So, and it does work well. But I choose not to have it on. Used to be a wheelie machine. I used to have the slipper clutch done up a bit too tight, about quarter turn, and it used to just snap wheelies all the time. But now I've got a full half turn, and it seems to be a nice happy medium where it nearly wants to lift up, but it will not lift up. And that's good because you can just ping the throttle flat out, and the slipper clutch obviously slips and allows it not to snap the wheelies. So that's a better setup for me. It's not so violent, saves everything, not so bad on your terrain, all your gearing and stuff like that, all your drive shafts and stuff. But yeah, so this Rustler here has got a few upgrades, like RPM A-arms all round. Yeah, upgraded fucking shock tower there. Got the big bore, Traxxas big bore shocks on it. And I just put the red aluminum caps on it because they come with some black or gunmetal grey sort of looking ones. One of the first things that broke on this car is your caster blocks. Just plasticky ones. I hit something, like I actually hit my friend's RC car, which is a lot bigger. It's an 8th scale, this is only a 10th scale. Just bumped into him and it snapped. And I didn't hit him hard at all, just circling him sort of thing, got a bit too close, snap. Useless. So, but yeah, since upgraded to the proper Traxxas ones, they have been fine. I've had this car for about 3 years now, and it's done really, really excellent. Oh, it's excellent car. We've got the RPM back, like rear shock tower there. And, yeah, I've got these here hub carriers, like, yeah, everything's just strong where it needs to be strong, really. And, yeah, I attempted to dye the chassis black, because it was grey, but it turned out more sort of a dark blue. Obviously you can see black and dark blue. I didn't use enough dye, because I just used the RIT dye, black, so if I only used 1 packet and a pretty big tub with hot water. But if I used maybe 2 packets, yeah, it would have turned out really black. But, oh well, you learn, don't you? Yeah, the RPM front bumper, I cannot recommend this enough. You need one of these, because, well, I've had such a head-on. I've had this thing going flat out, pinging at a footy oval, and the fencing, the poles all around it, I went pretty much flat out into one of them head-on, bang. And you can see, well, you might be able to see, just there's all this damage there, because it flexed so much, and it pushed against that and bent the pin on there, and this here cracked your fiberglass tie bar there. That they're cracked. So I had to get new pins both sides because they were both bent, but this here hit the most hardest. Nothing else broke. All I had to do, replace the pins, get a fiberglass tie bar, good to go. And that was probably, I would have hit it at least 60 k's straight into a pole that's not going to move, and it just flexed, gived, and nothing else happened to it. Cannot recommend it enough. You need a front bumper like this. Yeah. Now I've had different tyres on this. I've run plenty of different tyres. I've got these ones here, the Proline Trenches. These ones here are your Louise Mount Pioneer. So yeah, they're both pretty good tyres, actually. These here are the biggest tyres I've ever run on it. I've also had the Proline Badlands. Now, the Proline Badlands are by far the best tyres to make you get control, because this here is a 2-wheel drive. This is sometimes hard to control. You know what I mean? But because the Proline Badlands, they were the best to control, but they ended up having tears and splits in there, because the tyres would balloon so much, they would split here on a couple of spots. So eventually, you use them about half their lifespan, and they're pretty much, well, useless unless you can patch them up. I duct taped took the tyres off the rims, you know, unglued them, so, and put duct tape all on the inside and flip, like you turn them inside out, do that, and turn them back out. So, you know, stop the splitting. Yeah, that works. But the problem is they do not balloon anymore. So you actually get less traction. And it just slides a lot. Where as they balloon, it like sort of, I don't know, it cuts into the ground more and just gives you more traction if you leave them untouched. But the point is they were splitting and they should not be splitting. I have not had a problem with any of these. These ones on it at the moment are cheap tyres. They're very cheap, but they go really well on this car. They're cheap because you could probably get all 4 of these on eBay for around probably $25-30 roughly. This is Australian dollars as well, where you know you pay big money for your Proline stuff, and then for 2 of these you probably pay, I don't know, maybe $50 or something like that, even more for these. Something like that. Or maybe it's around $30 for a pair. So say $60 all round. So twice the price probably of these. But these here are doing fine. But one of the reasons why they're doing so fine and why I don't have Badlands anymore, besides for the split, if that didn't happen, I still wouldn't have the Badlands from Proline, well, they cost too much, but I don't need them for control anymore, because this here comes with, well, I installed the TSM. Now you can buy these brand new now with TSM already installed on them. So yeah, what you had to do was, with this here, so you got this multi-function knob on there. Yeah. And with that, when you install the TSM, so what you had to do first to install it, see that with the button there, Traxxas Link, this Traxxas Link module, you had to get one of these and install it into your transmitter. And then you had to, the receiver, the original receiver that's out, you had to get the one that with the TSM in it. So you had to install that on the transmitter. Then you had to download the Traxxas app on your phone, and yeah, fiddle with all the settings in there and to allow it, and then you can adjust it. So now, because it's 3-channel, well, it must be a 3-channel transmitter, you can adjust it how much. Like, if you see my other videos, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch previous videos before, because like the buggy here and the Mrs. Hummer under there, they've got gyros in them. And the TSM, well, I'll show you quick. Yeah, so this here, that little piece there, that little square, is a gyro that I installed. And that helps you, yeah, well, I'll just show you on this. What I'm saying is the TSM is pretty much the same as putting a gyro in your car, but doing it this way that I did is way more expensive. I can't remember what it cost. I did this probably a year or two ago. But, you know, the receiver's probably about $60. The thing that goes in there is probably $50. You know, I don't know, say $100, where the gyro here, $30 from Banggood. Yeah, I'll give you a demo. I'll put a battery in it. Alright, so I've put a battery in it. The transmitter's on. Turn it on. Alright, so now it's ready to go. So it doesn't work yet, but if I give it a little bit of acceleration, just make it move a little bit, now it's active. See that? So, and that there, the multifunction knob on that, is how much assistance you get. You can put it right down to nothing, that's off. So nothing's happening. Then you can put it wherever you want. Oh, hang on. Alright, let's turn it off, because it cuts off when you don't use it for a while. So, a bit of acceleration, nothing. Alright, so you can put it up to 50%. Alright, give it acceleration. There you go. So it's not that. Let's put it down a bit. Put it on so it's only a little bit. Alright. It's not even fucking doing anything. Hang on. What's going on here? Must be so minute that it's not even really working. So I'll put it up just past 3/4 of the way, right? You don't need to go any more than that, because it's insane. Look at that. But you can change this. Like, it's not on 100%. Yeah, 100% is crazy. I'll dull it back a bit. That's nowhere near as sensitive. So that's probably a good mix. That's probably good right there. But so that's that. Just like the gyros, that's how they work. Yeah. But this car, well, I paid 540 something, say 550 for it. Australian dollars. Once you do all these upgrades that I've done, you spend a shitload of money on it. You really do. Like, just say not including, because the reason why I changed it from the VXL system is because the motor I've still got is still good. So that's a spare, or for some other vehicle. But the Traxxas ESC shit itself. It fried. It started smoking. Yeah, obviously smelled really bad. So yeah, that was it. It was fried. done. It wasn't overheated. It didn't do anything. All I remember doing is having a nasty roll. Not even nasty, just going down the road, turned too sharp, it's grippy, flipped the car, and then as it was coming back, it was really jerky and carrying on like not right, and then there was smoke and it stunk. So fortunately the car didn't burn up or, you know, burst into flames. But yeah, this combo that's in it now is absolutely awesome. Plenty better than the Traxxas VXL system, hands down. Yeah, have not had a problem with it. For the ESC, like this here is in a cage, like it's the RPM cage for it. They specifically design for the sidewinder a cage that surrounds your ESC, and then you get a little switch so it mounts on there. There's a couple of different mounting positions for the switch, but I chose it there. So yeah, it's a pretty nice system. So yeah, all in all, excellent car. Would recommend if you've got the money, but yeah, there's probably plenty of other cars out there that you could spend that money on and probably be better or bigger, or it's up to you. But if you like Traxxas, which I do, excellent. But this is the only Traxxas vehicle I own, and probably maybe the only one I will own. But because I got it, it was my first RC, by the way, very first car. So yeah, for about 3 years I've been into it, and so far so good with the Rustler. Excellent car, so fun. And yeah, the other RCs there, so these RCs are a hell of a lot cheaper, they really are. What I do, say with this one, it's my new one, just unboxed it the other day. What am I going to be doing? Like, it comes brushed, so not like that, brushless. That's really quick. That'll do your 70k's, no worries. Yeah, this here comes brushed, so it's really slow, very slow. But you spend $50 on it. I already spent $150 to get it, and it comes ready to run. But the electronics and that shit, they're weak. So, but if you spend an extra $50, you can actually put in a motor that I put into my missus' car, which is that one there. It's called the Racer Star. It's a 4-pole brushless motor. You can choose out of 4 different KVs. I chose a lower KV, 3100, because I wanted, well, the more torque. I wanted because it's going to run 3S this, so I wanted the temperatures to stay low, and then you can alter the gearing. So if you go lower KV and gear it right up, you'll have better success than a real high KV. So if you put a 5000 KV in it, you've got to be real specific about how you gear it, because things are going to overheat way better. If you go low KV, you've got way more room to play with, if you know what I mean. It's the best way to go, and I'm running 3S anyway, so it's a big power. But basically all these cars, like, when I upgrade them, because this one here is brushless, Mrs. Car's brushless. This one only runs 2S, so I do not run it on 3S because it does not need it. It's fast enough. But between the Rustler, Mrs. Car, and the buggy, because they're all brushless, they all go about the same speed, honestly. Like, I have not properly tested how fast they go, but there would not be much in it at all. So 3S, 2S. So the Castle Creation system is obviously a real quality system. Obviously I paid about $120, $130 Australian for that system, that combo, where you can pay $50 for that combo there. You get the ESC too, by the way. You get the ESC, motor, everything. But I have not had a problem with that. That's excellent. No heating, nothing. 3S is fine. So yeah, I don't know really what else to talk about, but that's my Traxxas Rustler. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, more videos to come. Thanks.